Yo, what's up guys, welcome back. Next match, Cross-Banlist Cup. So second match here in Group C, we have both decks that, well, I'm looking at mainly Kozmo, that is, I think it's the deck to beat in this particular group. We saw that Spellbooks is currently sitting at the second place, as, you know, it won its, well, like in total, it did really well in the previous matchup. So we have Holy Tellars versus Kozmo, and the problem I see with Holy Tellars is that it's a very similar decklist as Clownblade. You know, a couple of weeks ago we saw that Clownblade struggled, lost 0-3 to Kozmo because, you know, it was super hard to deal with the established ships. And if I'm looking at Holy Tellars, I feel it's almost the same, or very similar, right? Stuff like Arc Knight. Everything targets. There's only Shockmaster that could potentially call, what is it, monster effects to potentially, I don't know, destroy the ships, attack over the ships, and without letting them triggering, or you know, trigger, because Shockmaster called monster effects, but still, that's not easy, right? So let's see how this one plays out. Kozmo goes first, and Tinkan is, of course, the I guess the best normal summon, especially going first, right? So tag out for Dark Destroyer. I lose my Scepter here, which I guess is not that bad, because now Scepter is set in a graveyard, so I could potentially reborn it with... Do I have a Call of the Haunted set? And 3 Maxis. And even though 3 Maxis doesn't really sound too great, it actually does, because now the Maxi now prevents me from dropping my my chair, and I get met by another Maxi, and I think I have to go for it. I do get a couple of draws on my own because of the, you know, the Star Seraph engine. Sure, they're getting their part of draws as well, and you know, it was at least the situation I was talking about before is that. I can't out-Dark Destroyer. I cannot target it with, you know, card effects. I can stall it out a little bit, but again, like what is the Clownblade does have access to Utopia the Lightning, to potentially attack over Dark Destroyer, but still, if Kozmo is able to set up again, your Lightning is useless because you can use, it's only use its effect once, right? At least detach 2, unless you have a way to, again, attach some Exceed materials to that. So Castell, which gets met by, what is it, Cosmojo, Slip Rider targets one of my back rows, and I can indeed target Slip Rider, but it's just... It feels like a losing battle this time. Sure, I can use, what is it, the counter trap for draw, or potentially draw if the card was, what was it, sent to the graveyard from your field, something like that. But yeah, Farm Girl. If Farm Girl is able to connect on an empty field, that's game over, especially with the field spell phase up. You know, you can tag out with like Dark Destroyer, Slip Rider, and so on. One of the biggest, I guess, cards for this particular Tellar deck list is Soul Charge. You know, how broken Soul Charge is or was. Again, banned for a good reason. What was it, 2 or 3 copies, especially with stick chair combo, Tellars, potentially go for, I mean, bigger, like easy Shockmaster, easy Deltaros and so on. Rongo, Bongo, those are all definitely options, but I mean, this is again full Fire King option, or combo, almost. Depending on which lines you follow or which back row I have. Okay, looking at... Maybe, even though it's super terrible, I probably should have used Solemn Judgment on the Fire King Islands, even though that sounds super terrible. But Fire King Island just opens up so much, like, board presence for the deck. And as I've mentioned before, it's such a big pain to deal with bigger ships, especially for the Holy Tellars, right? So Olivier is there, potential Slip Rider, like with a full Fire King combo, you could potentially, well, depending, right? You could potentially end on, what is it, Infinity as well, with double Slip Rider, or what is the other level 5, the one that foolishes, or something like that. Delta Shuttle, that's the name, I think. So go for Soul Charge, only 1, because I'm super low on life points, I get another search. And again, the problem still stays the same, like, even though this gets interrupted, what would have been my options? Excited Knights, but everything, at least the bigger ships, trigger. And of course, yeah, Shockmaster, what is it? The Dark Destroyer can just interrupt any of my potential plays. Okay, so game number 3, I side-decked in sort of Concealing Light. Swords is definitely an answer. I could potentially flip over or flip down, face down the bigger ships, you know, go for Shockmaster in the ideal situation, and then potentially attack over the ships without letting them trigger, right? So yeah, go for Soul Charge, again get met by Maxi, which is okay-ish. Get another Surge. The question is, yeah, I'm not going to commit into Maxi. And that's the thing with Kozmo, okay, it does struggle a little bit with consistency. Drop chair, get met by another Maxi, but I think I should be going for it because of stick chair combo. Okay, not dropping chair, so I kind of sacrifice a special summon, but you know, Shockmaster, and because of Scepter, I can pop a card from my opponent, get rid of Cosmojo. That's fantastic, that's a superb hit. And Shockmaster, what is it calling? Monster effects, probably, yeah, should be, again, preventing Kozmo from summoning a bigger ship, right? So now it's looking really nice. Calling traps, probably. So Chain Call for, you know, Scepter should be able to drop Chair, probably. There is Monster Reborn for potential other draw. Vega for Altair. I could potentially go for, you know, bigger rank 4 or double rank 4. The thing is that I used Altair, so I can only attack with Satellanites, right? But this should be game, no? I can indeed Castell, away the field spell, Shockmaster calling monster effects. Maybe I should have attacked first, I don't know, probably. Or was I one set? Didn't really matter, you know, the control aspect. Okay. Whew, okay, so we won one. So let's see. Game number 4, and looking at my hand, I did side deck in Honest. With Shockmaster calling monster effects, imagine. But, I mean, during my turn, right? So eventually, this opening hand not the best. Going second with Emptiness, I side-decked everything in and out that I needed, right? The fact that, yeah, the Fire King Island again is there, that just opens up so many potential routes for Kozmo, unless you side-deck that out. Anti-spell does hurt, so let's see how this one plays out. None of my stronger normal summons, so I need to normal summon Honest and try to attack into the Tin Can. Again, you don't want to give Tin Can another search, I guess, during the end phase. Allure of Darkness. I do have 5 sets, but again, it feels kind of weak. I already need to, you know, preemptively activate Emptiness, and that's kind of a problem, because this deck is really not that good at top decking, even though I'm able to put the ship face down. Normal summon Vega for a potential counter trap negate. Anti-spell is still face up, so this is kind of like a grindy-ish duel. But again, this deck is not the best at top decking, especially, you know, the stick chair combo, Vega, Altair without you know, an answer in the graveyard is not that great. Shut down my own Emptiness. The question now is that's the deal, right? The fact that you shut down your own Emptiness, it kind of, and yeah, I lost my sort of Concealing Light. They're able to flip everything over again and attack for game. So my opening hand in the last duel wasn't the best. I feel that both decks kind of suffer from somewhat of a bit of consistency of, you know, not opening like Tin Can or not opening Dayneb or, you know, the Star Seraph engine. So it is what it is. So Kozmo leading 6 points, Spellbooks 5, and the other 2 at 3. So next matchup. Again, feel free to leave predictions. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like. If you enjoyed the video, Riddim signing out. Peace.